My record reflects that we are set for docket call today. Is that right?
That's right, Your Honor. I tend to think, I don't have video footage, and I tend to think that there may be some. This is a traffic stop on Interstate 20.
It was in camp, you talk about traffic stuff.
Yeah. So I'd ask the state if they wouldn't mind. I hate to sound like a broken record, but if they could double check on the existence, if any.
We're talking about a dash cam footage?
Yes.
We're talking about surveillance?
Dash cam.
Dash cam. State, do we know if there's dash cam video available in this case?
I'm gonna check right now, Judge. If I could have 30 seconds.
Yes, sir. Please do.
We have a plea offer from the state. It's been declined. I don't think that we're going to reach a meeting of the minds on that issue. Mr. Mason does have a co-defendant, his son, who I understand is going to enter a guilty plea in exchange for a plea offer. I don't know if it's necessary that take place before Mr. Mason's trial, case is tried before a jury or not. I guess that would be up to the court. But we're, aside from the issue of, or the question of video footage, we're otherwise ready to go.
We don't have anything in Mr. Adams's box for this case.
Right, but no, I think his inquiry was whether or not dash cam footage exists.
Let me see.
Is that correct?
Correct. It occurs to me that I can check with Deborah Beasley. She represents Mr. Mason's co-defendant. If she has any dash cam footage or can tell me whether or not, because the evidence would be the same in both cases.
Judge, there's 1 CD and 8 DVDs.
Do you have any DVDs, Mr. Jones?
I don't believe that I do.
Don't believe you have any video.
I don't think that I do.
So this is what we'll do is based on your announcement, the court's going to set Mr. Mason then for jury selection, and obviously he's not going to be reached for trial. But we'll begin the jury selection process, the setting of that on October 26th. Mr. Mason should report here before 9 a.m. in the basement of the courthouse. There you'll be met by courthouse staff to give you further instructions. And Mr. Adams, as you are acquiring the DVD footage from the state, should an issue arise to cause you to need any type of contested pretrial motions, motion to suppress, anything of that nature, then I'll grant you leave to file a motion to suppress, and then we can take that up while he is still pending jury trial.
Understood, Your Honor. And I'll make sure to be efficient, my time efficiently between now and then as soon as I get the DVD.
Mr. Gonzalez, okay. I want you to go, you can exit out this way and follow Ms. Abraham here, and she'll get you situated, okay? All right. Mr. Mason, once you sign your forms right there and you receive your notice of appearance, you're free to go. Once you sign your notice of appearance and you've dealt with the pretrial release department, then you're free to go. But you'll sign the white paper and then you'll get the yellow copy. No, you don't get the white paper. I get the white paper.
I'll sign this yellow here.
Well, when you sign the white, it should have gone on to the yellow automatically. Carbon copy. You ready on Mr. Wood?
Yes, Your Honor.
CR 29-6, State versus Kevin Wood. Mr. Wood is set for pre-trial today.
That's right, Your Honor. Our discovery is complete. There's nothing that we're missing. We have a plea offer from the state. Mr. Wood advised me yesterday that he intends to accept that offer. We don't have the paperwork prepared here today. So what we would like to do is reset this Mr. Wood's case for a plea and sentencing hearing.
Why have you coming back on in September?
September the 15th, I think. I'm already on that document.
Okay, if you're already on that docket, then we'll set Mr. Wood then for plea on September 15th.
Okay, Your Honor.
Is that all you have, Mr. Evans?
For this morning, yes, I'm on the afternoon docket too. So I'll see you back down the street.
Down the street. Mr. Ashmore, are you ready, sir?
Your Honor.
Who do you want to go on first?
Probably Mr. Devine, if that's all right, Your Honor.
Mr. Devine?
Well, let me, just housekeeping. Tell me that his roommate, which I believe is his girlfriend's husband, may be positive for COVID. I told him to stay outside.
He's outside the hall.
Yeah. And he's been here all morning, but I just said, we don't want you in the courtroom. He can't get tested till Friday. He doesn't think he has it. The roommate may not have it, but I was just like, we still need you in the courtroom. So I'm just gonna ask the board for a reset. And if he needs to be told when that is, we'll figure out how to do that. The state just recently produced us discovery. It is a lot of, I think it's like 12 DVDs, Judge, and frankly, we had some trouble uploading it to our system. I just haven't had time to go through it. We don't have an offer yet. I think we're working in that direction. I'm just gonna ask for a next setting so we can get a plea offer and digest the discovery and talk to him about it. If that's
Any objection by the state?
I'm sorry, Judge, didn't get that.
Any objection by the state on the request to reset pretrial? Mr. Ashmore has indicated that he's still going through the discovery.
Yes, Your Honor, the discovery is very extensive in this case, so I think that that's appropriate. In fact, we wouldn't be opposed to setting it out like 45 days if he needed that. Mr. Ashmore and I have discussed some different options for resolutions, although a formal offer hasn't been made. So we're good with setting it out a little bit longer for him.
How are you on? All right, so Mr. Ashmore Base, I'm gonna need some assistance from you. Have you already been in contact with him this morning?
Yes,
Is
he's
he-
literally
is he
out in the hall.
Is
He's
he
wearing a mask.
He's wearing a mask?
So I can have him sign this, he'll throw away the pen and we'll get him out of here.
When you're doing that, I also need him to sign his conditions of pretrial release. I need you to go over those with him. After he sign those, and fill out this form, and bring this back to Ms. Wood, the pretrial release department.
May I approach?
And after he signs that, then he's free to go.
Okay,
Once he gets this, gives it back to you, give him the yellow copy, white one stays with me, and he'll be free to go.
Okay.
Thanks for, being vigilant on that COVID issue.
It could be nothing, but like I said,
Could be
he can't
something.
be tested till Friday, so I just said stay outside.
Yeah, as an officer of the court, I'm taking your statement. We're gonna run with that.
Okay, thanks, Judge. Should I handle that real quick, or should we do Mr. Dean and Ms.?
Go ahead and handle that, and let's get him out, and I'll take up some other matters, and when you come back in, I'll put you right back.
Thanks, Judge.
The court has already approved for you to represent yourself, is that right? I think it's been a while since you've been in here. Is that still your desire to represent yourself? Okay. And I believe that we're set for docket call today. State, you may have to help me out here. I'm not sure if there was ever any discussions between the state and Mr. Springer. I know that may have been before both of your times in your current felony positions here in Van Zandt County, but Mr. Springer, I believe that I recall him being approved to represent himself, and we've already gone through that requirement, through the legal requirements of that. Has there been any discussion between you and the state, Mr. Springer, regarding your case?
No, so not recently.
Say, do you have any notes in your system or any recollection of Mr. Springer's case? I believe that we had a motion to suppress hearing. I believe that we heard and argued that. I believe the state denied the motion to suppress, or perhaps it was filed and we didn't hear it. I'm going to go back and review that. But
Judge, I don't show where we've ever spoken with Mr. Springer.
let me take a moment and look in the clerk's file regarding his waiver of counsel so we can make sure we're in compliance with the law. Reflects that we had, let me correct that, the court's system reflects that we had a motion to suppress hearing on February 28th, 2019. And I think what complicated this case is that Mr. Springer missed court and there was a judgment, NISI forfeiture of his bail, and he was rearrested. At all, in speaking with the attorneys for the state to see if you and the state can come to an agreement regarding your case? You do? Okay. So this is what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Springer. I'm going to reset this until September 15th. That's not a very long reset, it's a couple of weeks. What that's going to do is going to allow you some time to contact the state of Texas, find out what their offer is. Y'all can discuss possible resolutions, and then you can come back on the 15th and let me know what the announcement is on that. So we're going to set this for a docket call on September 15th. Yes, you can contact the assistant DAs by phone. State, is there a preference of how you want to be contacted by Mr. Springer?
Judge, if he calls our office, that'd be fine. Perhaps we could visit with him Friday if he's available.
Perhaps Friday, you can give the DA's office a call and they can discuss the case with you then.
And Judge, if you'll just have him let whoever answers the phone know that we're expecting his call, because typically when defendants call in, they don't forward the calls on to us. They keep them at reception. So just let him know he'll need to tell them we're expecting his call.
All right, you understand that, Mr. Springer? So when you call into the DA's office and the receptionist answers the phone, give them your name, give them your case number, and tell them that you're representing yourself and that you have an appointment to speak with the assistant DA so that they will, so that my memory doesn't fail me, it's 903-567-4104, correct? Title, Mr. Cox.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pretty sure that number will be seared into my head for a long time, but. And Mr. Springer, what's your current address?
11408.
11408.
Cameron Road, CAMER, Lot D.
As in dog? Lot D, as in David?
That's Maynard, Texas. 78653.
78653.
I have a couple other issues.
Sir?
Speaking to the microphone. I have a couple other issues I want to bring to you.
Well, let's, what are those issues, sir?
File a motion on 15th of this month. And hearing on the motion.
What's the motion?
Motion to retest the substance.
Well, let's do this. Before I entertain that, I want you to speak for the state, because if you're able to resolve your case without us having to retest the substance, then I want to find that out first. If y'all cannot reach an agreement, then we'll take up your motion on the 15th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hand this back to you, and I'm gonna have a note written in there. Contact the DA's office, and I'm gonna write their phone number down for you.